For the first useful feature, I've always wondered what the start icon is in the Tesla mobile app. Does it start the car so it's more efficient when getting in and taking off? I don't think so. Instead, it's for remote access. If you're away from your Tesla and need to let someone else drive it, pressing this will give them 2 minutes to get in and drive. If you have a driving pin set, they shouldn't need it. You can easily access the rear and side-facing cameras, even when no longer in reverse. I use this often to make sure I'm well aligned in parking spots. However, you can access more of your Tesla's cameras. To do this, go into Settings and Service. From there, you can see camera previews. When camping in a Tesla, this is great for safety as well. I can see more around the car before getting out. Sometimes there are strange noises, and I don't always want to pop my head out to see what's going on. This one startled me a few times. While driving on the highway, I accidentally activated this Tesla Easter egg. To activate Autopilot, you used to have to tap the right stick down twice. Now it's only once to activate. And sometimes I didn't press it down all the way or it didn't register. So I'd press it down a few extra times. If you tap the right stick down 4 times quickly, this activates Rainbow Road. You used to not be able to turn it off. You'd have to wait for the animation to finish. Although now you can cancel it by exiting Autopilot and tapping the left driving wheel button. Normally when charging, you'll see the little Tesla logo as white, blue, or green. If there's an issue when charging, you might see red instead. However, you can have it cycle through many different colors with this hidden Tesla feature. To get it started, plug the charging cable into your car. Then you need to press the button on the handle 10 times quickly. Not too fast though. And this sets off the hidden Tesla Easter egg. The Tesla logo next to the port starts going through many different colors. In the Tesla mobile app, you have 4 spots for quick access features. That's on the main screen. You can also access more by clicking and holding any of them, and you can swap these out. To do this, simply click and hold any of the 4. Then from there, you'll see more options pop up. You can then click and drag any of the others to swap it out with an existing one. But for a hidden Tesla feature, you can actually add a 5th icon to the row, although it is a bit tricky. You'll have to drag an icon all the way up to the right of the 4 selected icons. You also might need to remove your phone case to do this. It took me a few attempts, and you'll see a little gray that pops up to the right when it's in the correct spot. Before continuing to the next features and Easter eggs, I'd really appreciate it if you just tap that like button. Also, please subscribe if you haven't yet, because that helps me as a small creator. With these videos, I try to get straight to the good info. So, thanks, and now back to it. This next one is the first of many Tesla voice command Easter eggs. Now, it's not the most appropriate, but it is funny with the right passengers along. It can also save you a few seconds by not having to tap into the Tesla screen. By pressing down the right scroll wheel on the steering wheel, you activate voice commands. If you then say open Butthole, it'll open the charge port if you are in park. And that's it for this Tesla Easter egg. Now onto a more useful hidden feature. To prevent others from unplugging your Tesla while charging and away from the car, the main Tesla chargers will lock automatically. Although this doesn't apply to third-party charging where you need a common J1772 connector. For the Model 3 and Y, you can get a special ring that prevents people from taking those out. I'll link to a high-rated one in the description below that's on Amazon. Either way, this is a great hidden Tesla feature to know. Hopefully you don't need it, but you can manually unlock the charge port. On the top left inside the Tesla trunk, you'll see a triangle-shaped cutout. For the Model Y, this is just above the left storage compartment. You can remove that and pull the fabric cord handle. This unlocks the charge port, and a key safety tip, make sure the charging is turned off before manually releasing the charge port. This Easter egg, I have too much fun with this one in parking lots. While living in my Tesla, I've spent a lot of time in coffee shops. On occasion, I'd have a window seat and I could watch people walking around my Model Y. Then, with the help of my phone, I could play a little prank. With the Tesla mobile app, I've added the hidden fart feature to the quick access bar. Each time you press it, you'll hear a different fart noise as well. It cycles through a few of them. It's fun to watch unsuspecting people, especially when there are a few of them around. From your front Tesla screen, you can rename your car, rename your Tesla. So first, navigate to the software page. Then you'll see the model of the car. Next to that, you can click on the name and change it. The name you choose will also show up in the Tesla app. If you rename the car to 42, you'll see the name change to Life, the Universe, and Everything. This is a reference to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Similar to the last hidden Easter egg, if you rename your Tesla Patsy, you'll also see a Bigfoot animation stomped down with a fart sound. This one is a reference to Monty Python, a hilarious old British comedy sketch series. For this next Tesla Easter egg, you can switch out the driving animation on your front screen by going through the Toybox app. However, you can also use a voice command, once again by pressing down on the right scroll wheel on the steering wheel. And then by saying ho ho ho, that turns the car animation on your screen into a Santa sled. You'll also see the surrounding cars as reindeer. To turn this off, you'll need to go through the Toybox app, and when in the app, you'll also find the option to play Christmas music. Great way to spread a little cheer during the holiday season. On to the next hidden Easter egg. While you're playing Christmas music, you also might want to use a seat warmer. 'Tis the season. By using the voice command "my butt is cold," you can turn on the driver's seat warmer. For another variation, you can also say "my balls are cold." I overlooked extra space in my Tesla Model Y for many months. Similar to the main trunk, there's another smaller divider next to it. By taking this off, you'll have a little more storage. It's not nearly as deep, but can fit blankets, clothing, and other small items. It's a hidden Tesla feature that might come in handy. In both the Model Y and Model 3, you can also move the middle back seat headrest. This feature is easy to overlook. And with the different Teslas, there are different mechanics for moving the headrests. For another voice command, this one is great when you have a front seat passenger along. If you say "eject passenger seat," it won't throw them out of the car. Instead, it turns on their seat warmer. Just another fun little Tesla Easter egg to use. For one more Tesla voice command, you can also say "enable" or "disable life support." And this is going to turn on or off the AC. This one, it might save you a few seconds, and while driving, it's nice to have a hands-free hidden feature. You won't have to look down at the screen while driving. Instead of fumbling around on your Tesla screen navigation, you can use the Map app on your phone. When you have a location picked out, you can click the share icon. From there, you're able to share the location directly with your Tesla. I use this one often to set the trip navigation, as it saves a little time. I'm much faster on my phone than entering the directions into the Tesla screen manually. For this one, I was surprised to hear another Tesla owner who didn't know it. You don't need to come to a complete stop to switch between drive and reverse. Coming from gas cars though, I can see how this habit remains. But if you're traveling at very low speeds, no need to stop and switch. Hopefully you already knew that, but if not, there you go. This next feature is most useful on colder days. By always mapping out navigation with your Tesla, this automatically has it start to preheat the battery as you approach superchargers. Without this preconditioning, the charging speed is lower. So even if you know the directions, you still might want to navigate through your Tesla's map features. For quick access to certain features while driving, you can also set them to happen when holding down the left driving scroll wheel. If you then click it to the left, you can scroll through the different options for quick access and set a new one. This one is a nice safety feature for good drivers. You can set your dash cam to save recent recordings when you honk the horn. You'll find this in the safety options, and if you get in an accident, it really could come in handy. You can then access the saved recordings when parked with the dash cam app in the Tesla front screen, or the zip drive in the glove box. If you have sleeping passengers, you might want to consider using Joe mode. You can turn this on in the safety settings on your Tesla screen. This reduces car chimes and it just lowers kind of noise disruptions to passengers in the rear seats, although there are still quieter chimes to alert the driver. If on a date and looking to set the mood, you can go into the Toybox app and there's an option to turn on a digital fire. It plays the sounds of a crackling fire and will also start the AC to blow warm air. There are more features to explore in the Tesla Toybox app as well, but I'm not going to include all of them on this list. On the Tesla phone app, you can click into the location options. From there, you can find a button to track down superchargers. I used to always map out my routes only while in my Tesla. However, this feature from my phone, it gives more convenience for planning trips in advance. When using the navigate bar on your Tesla screen, you can slide over a few of the options to find both hungry and lucky. By selecting either of these, you'll find food places close by or other fun places to explore such as parks and tourist areas. Alright, I'll share one more toy box feature. You can set different noises to play in place of honking noise or after honking. For example, a quick audio clip from The Witcher. Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Now, this one is a little convenient feature. Tesla door handles are sleek and aerodynamic. However, it's annoying to open sometimes. If I'm carrying things in both hands, I can't easily grab the part of the handle that pops out when pressing in. So instead, if you push the back with enough pressure, it'll pop the door open enough so then you can grab higher up on the door and open it from there. You can put your Tesla in service mode and see a lot more info about your car. However, be cautious. When using this Tesla feature, you might accidentally mess up some of the settings. Nonetheless, you can learn a lot more about your car. In settings on your Tesla screen, tap twice or hold the model name, Model Y in my case. Then you can enter service for service mode. This gives you lots of diagnostic data, but once again, be cautious not to change anything. You can then exit service mode with the exit button by clicking and holding. That's it for my list of 27 Tesla Easter eggs and hidden features. If you found this useful, I'd really appreciate it if you tap the like button as well as subscribe. And please let me know if you have any questions or any features you'd want to add.